everybody. My name is Maureen Crooks, and I just want to start this off by saying that I am a guest teacher for the Lee County School District. So I've been in a variety of classrooms with a variety of different classroom management plans set in place. And in regards to that, as an educator, I believe that it is very important that you set in place a classroom management system from the get-go, from the very beginning of the school year, in order for your classroom to be the most successful. Sorry, my webcam is shaking, by the way. I'm trying to balance it. But I think it's very important that as educators, we take that part of our job seriously, because in order for our classroom to flow in which it can be successful, we must set in place a certain system and a set of procedures and rules that our students have to abide by. Because without that, I've noticed that students tend not to focus on what they're doing and tend to not be invested in the work that they are doing and what they are learning. Because I've been in many classrooms where there is a very good classroom management plan set in place, but I've also been in classrooms where there's like minimal to no classroom management set in place. And you can definitely, there's a tangible difference. And in regards to myself, I can see myself taking, as a guest teacher, I see myself as almost a more relaxed teacher, but I am very, trying to think the word to say. I can be very strict when I need to be, but I am very much about mutual respect in my classroom. I believe that that's the easiest way to instill success in the classroom, is to let the students know that I respect them, but that they also need to respect me. But above that, because above them respecting me, they need to respect each other in order for them to work together and for them to learn. And I think it's very important that students know procedure-wise, when I ask them a question, they need to raise their hand, because I've seen a lot that students like to call out, and there's no way to avoid that. Students will always call out, but procedure-wise, I think it's important to kind of embed in them not to do that, because it will influence their peers' response. And I want to encourage students to think for themselves. But that doesn't mean I'm not into cooperative learning, because I love cooperative learning. So that's also something I want to integrate into my classroom. And in regards to that, I've seen a lot of different schools that influence the way that classrooms are managed. I've been in schools where the sub-coordinator who has immediately told me that if there's any kind of problem, to send the student out and send them to the office. And I've also had sub-coordinators tell me to try to work with the kids as much as I can. And those sub-coordinators that tell me to work with the kids are the coordinators for schools that have a lot of behavior children. And that's interesting to me, because it almost hurts my heart that some educators are so quick to give up on their children. And that's something that I also like to integrate into my plan. I like to give students a chance. If they're having a bad day, they're acting out, I always pull them to the side and I always ask them what's going on, and if there's anything I can do to make them feel better, where they don't feel the need to act out. I don't believe in sending students out of my classroom, because that just shows students that they aren't important to me, and their education is very important. Doesn't matter the circumstance. So that's another part of my classroom management system that I want to build. And what is the other question? Okay, yeah, pretty much gone over that. So a joke. Took me a while to come up with a joke, but what happens when a frog parks illegally? He gets towed. All right, that was horrible, but thank you.